This is a special presentation from News Channel Nebraska.
You're watching News Channel Nebraska, where tonight we are celebrating Elvis and Neil Diamond and so many other artists, and we're going to introduce you to our performer here in just a moment, because this is going to be this is one of the few shows that on my way here I called my mom to say, you're going to want to get set, because this is all your favorite artists. I mean, Elvis, I can't tell you how many people have written us letters over the past 3 months saying, when are you going to have somebody on that dedicates some time to Elvis? And you're going to hear that tonight. We've got a very talented musician who has spent lots of time in Branson and throughout this state and the state of South Dakota. Thank you so much for joining us. A couple bits of house business as we get started tonight. Did you know that we've been successful in finding a successor place to this undisclosed location? This Friday, we're going to be coming to you from a brand new spot. You may not even notice the difference on television, but we've decided to keep Quarantine Tonight going until at least August 14th. That gives us a chance to size up the rest of the summer and figure out where we're going with high school sports. As you know, News Channel Nebraska specializes in providing some of the state's best high school sports coverage in video with instant replay across the Cornhusker State. And we're hoping, based on the governor's decision today, that contact sports are a go, and we will, at least at the high school level and in some cases college, be able to watch action on the gridiron every Friday night, and also crossing our fingers for the ladies and volleyball. So there's a bright future ahead of us, as long as we can all agree to limit ourselves as much as possible from human contact. Except for contact sports, we'll get it all done, and we'll stay healthy, and we'll be back at it this fall. Now, right now, what I want to do is welcome everybody as we start our evening prayer, which we do each and every night. We're very fortunate to have this prayer from a local pastor in Norfolk.
I'm Reverend Terry Buell. I'm the chaplain at the Norfolk Veterans Home. As I thought about a prayer for tonight and all that's going on in our country with the COVID and the racial things and the political divisions, it come back to mind the prayer that I heard many years ago and have used once in a while. Is the prayer that President Eisenhower gave on his last day in office. Let us pray. We pray that peoples of all faiths, all races, all nations may have their great human needs satisfied, that those now denied opportunity shall come to enjoy it to the full, that all who yearn for freedom may experience its spiritual blessings, that those who have freedom will also understand its heavy responsibilities, that all who are insensitive to the needs of others will learn charity, that the scourges of poverty, disease, and ignorance will be made to disappear from the earth, and that in the goodness of time, all people will come to live together in a peace guaranteed by the binding force of mutual respect and love. Amen.
Well, thank you very much. What a great prayer, and what a great place. All of our state's veterans' homes, sacred ground for a lot of reasons. The people inside there are so very special and have done so much for our country. We salute them, and we know that we have viewers watching from every state veterans home almost every night here on Quarantine Tonight. We welcome them. All right, let's welcome Bill Chrastil. He is from Lincoln, Nebraska, but he might as well be from Memphis because he looks a little bit like the king of rock and roll.
Thank you.
It is so nice to have you. We have had so many people recommend you to be on this show, and let's just talk about you. Born and raised in Lincoln, the son of a police officer in the Havelock area. You've made a name for yourself in music in Nebraska and South Dakota and Branson. Where did this whole music odyssey start?
8 years old, I seen Elvis Presley on TV, and I thought, man, it just floored me. And playing the guitar and singing. And I started playing guitar, and my grandma played guitar, so she did a lot of country music. My mom and her sisters sang country music, so I was their backup. I played guitar for them, and everything just started evolving over through the years. And now in January and February, my wife and I head to Texas. We're in the Rio Grande Valley, Texas. Down there in January, February, and March, we spend over in Florida, and then back to Nebraska.
I bet you perform the whole time, don't you?
The whole time, yes.
Now, the King was your first influence.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
shortly thereafter, as we'll see tonight, you've picked up Neil Diamond and so many other influences. When did you start performing?
Actually 13, I was with my sister, and she did all the singing. And we were in, our first booking was New Year's Eve, probably about 1973, in Malcolm, Nebraska, at the Branched Oak Inn, in the basement
I've
on
been
a
there.
dirt floor.
I've been there.
For a Budweiser New Year's Eve party.
You're 13 years old.
Yeah, 13, yeah.
Was that a country show back then?
It was, no, it was, well, we did a lot of CCR, Proud Mary and stuff, but like I said, it was kind of like Greg and Marcia Brady.
Yeah.
And she did all the singing. And I was never, when I first started in the business, I was never going to sing. I was just going to play guitar. And first band we were at the VFW Club on Cornhusker Highway on a Sunday afternoon, and we had to use music stands back then because we didn't know any songs.
Right.
This couple come dancing by. They hit that music stand, and the sheet music went flying. Now, the kid singing the song, he didn't know the words to it, but I knew the words because I played it for my mom and her sisters for so many years. I walked up to the microphone and finished singing the song, and that's what got me doing
So you've been in the music business for a long time.
Long time, yes.
And what's the favorite? We were just talking about this before you start. You know, it takes a certain amount of chutzpah to be in the music business because you stand, you deliver, you perform. What is it like going through coronavirus and not being able to perform?
It's like everybody else. It's a nightmare. It's the human contact. I didn't, you didn't really know how much social people we are.
Oh, yeah.
The shows I'm doing now, and my buddy Johnny Ray was here last Thursday, and he's the same way. We're outside doing shows, people in windows now, waving at them and doing it like that. You just miss that contact. But you're doing music, and music is the healer for everything.
It is medicine.
Really, it is.
And as Chad Barnhill, who does our sound here, says, you must take your medicine.
Yeah, that's...
And the other thing I want to say is, yes, you've performed all over Nebraska, all over South Dakota. You're in the Country Music Hall of Fame for South Dakota. You're in the Hall of Fame here in Nebraska. But there's a chance some of our viewers have seen you in Branson. Talk about that for a second.
I started Branson back in 2010. I was there for 3 years, started downtown at the Owens Theater. Then I moved up to the Branson Mall. And then I moved over to a place I do shows, continue till this very day, at the Branson Central Theater. And I won 3 awards in Branson. I won Best Gospel CD of the Year, Best Vocal Impressionist of the Year, and Best Horizon Show of the Year in Branson.
Ladies and gentlemen, do I need to tell you any more about how much fun you're going to have in the next 2 hours on this show? Bill Chrastil is our performer tonight, and we are going to enjoy every minute of it. Tell us, what's our show about tonight?
Well, we're starting off with one of my favorites, Mr. Neil Diamond. And then from where we're heading off to the countryside, Johnny Cash, into Conway Twitty, into Willie Nelson.
Even a little gospel.
I love Willie. Can do some gospel music, the Armed Forces medley. And we ended up with Elvis.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all you need to know. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. This is Quarantine Tonight.
It is great to be here, everybody. I know everybody's watching all over America tonight, so what better song to start with than Neil Diamond, America. For we've been traveling far without a home, but not without a star. Here we go. Now if you're at home, go ahead, stand up and start dancing. Free, only want to be free. We huddle close, we hang on to a dream. On the boats and on the planes, they're coming to America, never looking back again. They're coming to America. Oh, though it seems so far away, oh, we're traveling light today. In the eye of the storm, in the eye of the storm, yes. On to the new and a shady place, make up beds in my sick heart grace. Freedom's light but in war, freedom's light but in war. Ah, here we go. If you rail around the world, they're coming to America. Every time our flags unfurl, they're coming to America. Got a dream they come to share, they're coming to America. Got a dream to take them there, they're coming to America. Coming to America, they're coming to America, they're coming to America, they're coming to America today. Today, I'll be out at home. Here we go. Oh yes, today. A country to thee, sweet land of liberty. Up the I sing, up the I sing today. Tonight we salute our freedom fighters all over the entire world. And we thank our veterans so very, very much. Thank you for our freedoms we have today. And I want to say a big thank you to our policemen, our firemen, and our first responders. And God bless America. Neil Diamond. Oh, yes. We're going to keep this Neil Diamond party going. A little song called Cherry Cherry. It goes like this. Oh, yes. Baby loves me, yes, she does. This girl said I said, now, Cherry. Says she loves me, yes, she does. Yes, she's gonna show me tonight, baby. She got the way to move me, Cherry. She got the way to Cherry, baby. She got the way to move me. She got the way to oh, tell your mama, babe, I can't stay long. We got things we gotta catch up on. Oh, I love what you do to me. Can't stand still while the music is playing. I'd help you out. Oh, you ain't got no red, no, you don't. I'd be so excited, oh, Cherry. Now we don't need bright lights, no, we don't. I'm gonna make her a light better. She got the way to move me, Cherry. She got the way to move me, Cherry, baby. She got the way to move me. Cherry girl, help me. No, we won't tell a soul what we're going to. Cherry girl, we do what we want to. Oh, I love what you do to me. Girl, can't stand still while the music is playing. Here we go. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. One of my favorite songs by Neil Diamond's a beautiful song called Play Me. On this one, it's just me and the acoustic guitar. Takes me back when I was just learning how to play. And I was told if you learn these 3 chords, there'll never be a song you can't play. It's called Play Me. She was mourning, and I was nighttime. I one day woke up to find a lion beside my bed. I softly said, "Come take me." For I've been lonely, in need of someone. Is there done someone wrong somewhere, but I don't know where. I don't know how. Come take me. You are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune. Play me. Song she sang to me, words she bring to me, rhyme that came to me. It won the night, and what was right would save me. 'Cause you are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune. Play me. 'Cause you are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune. Play. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Well, we're going to keep Neil Diamond going. One of my favorites goes like this. Money talks, but you can't sing and dance and you can't walk. As long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans, babe. Oh, Lord. And honey sweet, and hitting up there next to Baby Street. If you pardon me, I'd like to say we're gonna do okay forever in blue jeans, babe. Baby, tonight, baby, tonight by the fire, all alone, you and I. There's nothing around but the sound of my heart and your sigh. Let me tell you. And money talks, and you can't sing and dance and you can't walk. Long as I can have you here with me, I'd much rather be forever in blue jeans, babe. And honey sweet, hey, it ain't nothing next to Baby Street. If you pardon river in Blue Cheese Bay. Blue Cheese Bay. Yes, thank you. Oh, we're just getting started here. Neil Diamond did a little song called Song Sung Blue. Now, when you're at home, I know you can't help but sing, so go ahead and sing it with me. It don't matter who's listening, just sing it out. Song Sung Blue, everybody knows what. Song Sung Blue, every garden grows one. Me and you are subject to the blues now and then. We take the blues and make a song, we sing 'em out again. Ah, we sing 'em out again. Song sung blue, weeping like a willow. Song sung blue, sleeping on my pillow. Now funny thing, but you can sing it with the cry in your voice. Before you know you start to feeling good, you simply got no choice. Songs sung blue, everybody knows what. Songs sung blue, every garden grows one. Now funny thing, but you can sing it with the cry in your voice. When you start to feeling good, oh, you simply get no choice. Sing it with me now. Songs sung blue. Oh, that song makes you feel good. 1968, Neil Diamond did this next song. It's called Baby You Got to Me. I got to get kind of loosened up here on this one. Here we go. Mother told me that someday it would happen. She never said that it would happen like this. Papa said, son, don't ever let her catch you napping. Cause that little girl will get to you with a kiss. You got to me, brought me to my knees. Well, I never thought I'd say please. Huh.
You got to me.
You got to my soul.
You got to me.
Honey, you got control.
You got to me.
You got to my soul. You got to be mine. I know you want to when you're home. Clap your hands wherever you're at. Just start clapping. Here we go. I used to go through every girl's hands like water. Never was one that could ever tie me down. Straight ahead and steady as Gibraltar. That little girl, she caught me tumbling down. You got to me, brought me to my knees. Well, I never thought I'd say please. Woo!
You got to me.
You got to my soul.
You got to me.
Honey, you got control.
You got to me.
You got to my soul. You got to be mine. Oh, Lordy. Oh! Oh, what a great song. But one final song by Neil Diamond. Now, once again, wherever you're at, your hands are going to go up in the air. Goes out to my little granddaughter, Aviana. Put your hands up. Here they go. Where it began, I can begin to know you. But then I know that it's grown strong. Well, that's low. Once in the spring, and spring became the summer. Who to believe the cover along? All right, we're gonna start rocking. Hands are up. Oh, that hands, touching hands, reaching hand. Oh, by the way, don't touch hands. Touching me touching you, touching nobody. A sweet Caroline, bum, bum, bum. Good time never seemed so good, so good, so good, so good. Baby, I feel inclined, bum, 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 to believe that never, no, no. All right, one more time, hands are up. Now, if you're at home, I want you to sing it out so loud this time that you blow the hairspray right out of my hair. Oh, sweet Caroline, good time never seemed so good, so good, so good, so good. Baby, I feel inclined to believe they never would. All together, sweet Caroline. Now put your hands up, wiggle your fingers just like this. I know you want to. I know it's okay, you're at home. Now give yourselves a big hand.
Whoa!
Oh, give me a hand. Thank you.
Bill Chrastil, boy, I tell you what, you gave our camera operators a workout. We haven't had that much movement up here since our Cinco de Mayo night. Oh, you did great. This is just fantastic. We want to welcome Bill to the show. He's making things happen on a Monday night. You thought you had kind of a slow weekend? Well, Monday night entertainment on News Channel Nebraska is must-see TV. I've put Bill's web address up there, so if you want to learn more about this this performer that has been all over the state of Nebraska, big towns, small towns, you've been in about all of them.
The biggest crowd I ever had was 76,000.
Nebraska game?
Nebraska game. I got to do halftime.
What did you do?
Elvis. My daughter was on the flag line, and their music that day was Elvis. And he asked if anybody knew if there was a guy that did Elvis, and she said, "Of course I do." So I got to go out there on the football field.
What year was that in?
That was in, I think it was 2001, 2, somewhere in there.
What a
Yeah.
feeling.
Oh,
What's
it
that
was
like
fun.
to be in the middle of Husker Stadium performing as the king?
With my daughter, and it was so fun.
Oh.
It was so fun. I had my Eagle suit on. I had the cape on. The cape's just flying behind me. They got me on a golf cart flying me out there in the middle of the field. It was awesome.
Elvis doesn't ride a golf cart?
They didn't have no Cadillac. It's just the golf cart.
This is great.
It
Well,
was
we're going to have
awesome.
more with Bill Chrastil in just a moment. But first, let's check Mike's mailbag. We have been getting so many letters, and something tells me I'm going to get some letters about you. Because we know how much our audience loves this genre of music. We go get the mail, we pick it up, we bring it back, and then we try to read a couple. Now, a reminder, if you do send us a letter and you say, don't put this on TV, don't worry. We honor that. Here's Dennis and Norman down in Maryville, Kansas. They like the daily masses, the good music. Thanks for doing a great job. We appreciate your staff and especially your sons on camera. Thank you so much, Dennis and Norma in Maryville, Kansas. Next up, we have Betty in Humphrey. She likes watching NCN. She likes Father Joe's Mass every morning and Quarantine Tonight. She likes the polkas. Well, guess what, Betty? This Friday, Leo Lonnie Band is back, and they are going to be doing polka. What great entertainment. She watches it every single night. Well, thank you so much, Brady Brockhouse from Humphrey. And then from Weston, they like the network and the morning mass. They feel fortunate to watch that every morning. What a blessing. By the way, I should tell you, we have gotten so many nice letters about Father Joe, so many we're going to be delivering to him later this week. She eats her oatmeal and watches Mass with Father Joe. There you go. And Quarantine Tonight is wonderful, too. They like polkas, Kimberly Meyer, Julie, the Mike and Julie Band, Angie Creech, so many others. Thank you so much, Ben and Jackie from Weston. All right, here's the deal. If you'd like to send us a letter, please do. Send it to this address you're going to see on your screen in just a moment. Again, we are going till August 14th, so there's still time to suggest a band of your choice. We do our best to track them down. Now, if you do have a suggestion, it's very helpful if you send us a website or a phone number, even an address. We'll try and track them down. More with Bill Chrastil coming up in just a moment. You're watching News Channel Nebraska's Quarantine Tonight. We'll be back after this news and a look at your week weather from Jeff Fox on NCN. Welcome back to Quarantine Tonight. I am your host, Mike Flood, and tonight we have Bill Chrastil here on a day where we've got so much news, including the governor relaxing a lot of restrictions coming up here on June 22nd following the coronavirus, which is good news for a lot of different folks in our economy, including entertainers. And you are actually going to be performing at the South Dakota State Fair.
I am, September 3rd. Really excited about it. I was there a couple years ago. I had a great time, and I decided we played down in Texas, and met so many wonderful people from South Dakota this last trip down. It was amazing. So it was funny how it worked out. I'll be at the state fair. This, hello, South Dakota.
We are viewed in some spots in South Dakota, so especially up by Fort Randall. So growing up, living in Havelock, which if anybody knows, it used to be its own community. It's now part of Lincoln, but it still embraces its own downtown, its own identity. Your dad was a police officer over there. The Isles Pizza is right there. Misty's.
Yep.
I mean, that place is a go-to for a lot of different reasons, and you've actually got kind of a connection to that with this next song, don't you?
Well, growing up back then, we didn't have any cell phones, no text messaging, nothing.
It was brilliant.
We had a secret weapon. We had my mom.
Oh!
She would go to the front porch and just holler off into the neighborhood. I think that was his first social networking right there, right off that porch. And especially Saturday nights, because she'd come out there and holler. You know what she'd holler?
Yeah.
He's just about ready to start, and we knew who that was, and that's this next guy I'm going to do for you. And the best part was the beginning of the show, because the camera would zoom in. Go ahead, zoom in on me. The camera would zoom in. He'd look right in that camera, and he'd say, "Hello, I'm Johnny Cash." Remember that?
I think that's all you have to say. Let's start this. This is Quarantine Tonight on News Channel Nebraska.
Started. Johnny Cash, Ring of Fire. Well, love is a burning flame. It makes a fire brigade. Down my wildest side, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I've been down, down, down. Flames went higher, and it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. At this time while you're sitting there at home, I just want you to raise your shoulders up and down like this. Just like you're saying, I don't know. If you're feeling kind of sexy tonight, you know who you are. You're going to do one shoulder at a time. Back of the chorus, sing it with me. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, down, down. Flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire. Ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. All right, this one's yours. Here we go. I went down, 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 flames went high, and it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, 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 that ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, that ring of fire. Cash. Well, we're going to keep Johnny going one more song. I'll hear that train a-comin', it's rolled around the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when, but I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. And that train keeps a-rollin' on down that San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, said, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. And that train keeps a-rollin', I hang my head and cry. Here's some guitar. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Johnny Cash. Well, this guy I'm going to do for, he had 54 #1 country hits. Harold Jenkins had everything except a great stage name, so he changed his name to Conway Twitty. Now, like I said, old Conway had 54 #1 country hits, so I'm going to do all 54 of them for you right now, so just settle back in your chairs at home or wherever you're at, and I got to get in my Conway mode for this first song. Hello, darling. Nice to see you. It's been a long time. You're just as lovely as you used to be. How's your new love? Are you happy? Hope you're doing fine. Just to know it means so much to me. Well, goodbye, darling. I gotta go now. Good try to find a way to lose these memories of a love so warm and true. And if you should ever find it in your heart to forgive me, come back, darling, I'll be waiting for you. Hello, darling. Conway Twitty, Harold Jenkins. Well, one of my favorites, #1 for Conway back in 1981. She's a tiger. She tried to hide it by the faded denim clothes she wore, but I knew she'd never been inside a bar before. And I felt like a peasant who just didn't get a queen, and she knew I saw right through those tight-fitting jeans. wants a woman like you do in here. See, you used to champagne, but I'll buy you a beer. She said you got me figured out, and I'm not what I seem. Over dance, I'll tell you about these tight-fitting jeans. She said I'm having money, I'm used to wearing pearls, but I've always dreamed of being just a good old boy's girl. So tonight I left the crystal candlelights to live a dream. Partner, there's a tiger in these tight-fitting jeans. Oh! That is a great song. We're going to hit 1984 for this #1 song. Goes like this. There's a lot of ways of saying what I want to say to you. Now there's songs and poems and promises and dreams that might come true. But I won't talk of stars, skies, or moonlight on the ground. I come right up and tell you I just love to lay you down. Lay you down and softly whisper pretty love words in your ear. Lay you down and tell you all the things my woman loves to hear. I'll let you know just what it means having you around. Oh, darling, how I'd love to lay you down. 1984, #1 song. Back 2 years, 1982. Goes slow hand. As a midnight moon was drifting through the lazy sway of the trees, I saw the look in your eye, looking into the night, not seeing what you wanted to see. Darling, don't say a word, I've already heard what your body's saying to mine. You're tired of fast moves, you got a slow groove on your mind. You got a man with a slow hand. You got a lover with an easy touch. You got somebody who will spend some time, not come and go in a heated rush. Baby, believe me, I understand. When it comes to love, you want a slow hand. You want a lover with an easy touch. You got somebody who will spend some time, not come and go in a heated rush. Baby, believe me, I understand. When it comes to love, you want a slow hand. Now we're gonna finish it up. Hands gonna be just like this. Oh, the great Conway Twitty. Now, this song was the first Conway song that I ever heard. It went like this, 1973. I can almost hear the stillness as it yields to the sound of your heart beating. Bum, bum, bum. And I can almost hear the echo of the thoughts that I know you must be thinking. This one's yours. And I can feel your body tremble as you wonder what this moment holds in store. Bum, bum, bum. And as I put my arms around you, I can tell you've never been this far before. Bum, bum, bum. I don't know what I'm saying as my trembling fingers touch forbidden places. Bum, bum, bum. I only know I've waited for so long for the chance that we are taking. bum, bum. Well, I don't know and I don't care, but made you tell him you don't love him anymore. Bum, bum, bum. And I hope that you believe me, 'cause I know you've never been this far before. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, 1973, #1. Let's head on back to the 50s. People see us everywhere. They think you really care. But myself I can't deceive. I know it's only make-believe. My one and only prayer is that someday you can. My hopes and my dreams come true. My put it only you. No one will ever know how much I love you so. My only prayer will be someday you care for me, but it's only make big believe. The Greg Conway Twitty. Wow, thank you. Thank you, guys. Well, like I mentioned earlier, we go down to the Rio Grande Valley, Texas area, and I've won 2 awards down there. I won Male Vocalist of the Year for 3 years in a row, Entertainer of the Year down there 2 years in a row. And the best thing about awards is that people have never seen you start to come out and see your show. And it just so happens the day after the awards show, I was in a Walmart in the checkout line, and a lady behind me tapped me on the shoulder. And she said, "Hey, I want to congratulate you winning those 2 awards last night." I said, "Well, thank you." Then I asked her, "Have you ever seen my show?" And she said, "No." I said, "Well, I'm going to." I said, "Great." Then she got real serious looking. She said, "I do have a question, though." I said, "Well, what is it?" She goes, "Do you sound like him, too?" And well, before I could say anything, she said, "Because I got to tell you something right now. I have never seen anybody look more like Willie Nelson than you." And I just had this big look on my face. But speaking of Willie Nelson, he is one of my absolute favorite human beings, entertainer, musician, songwriter. You know, he wrote a hit song back in the 60s for a young lady named Patsy Cline. That song was called Crazy. I like Willie so much that I am going to do a vocal impression of Willie Nelson. So just give me a second here and make sure I got Willie Nelson tuned up here. I think we are ready. One of my favorite songs by Willie is called Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. Get a second here. Here we go. In the twilight, oh, I see you. Blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed goodbye and parted with a P. Some of you got it. We'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember. Only memories remain. Through the ages, I'll remember those old blue eyes cry in the rain. Those old blue eyes cry in the rain. Willie! Thank you. One more song by Willie Nelson this set. Let's go take a little road trip with Willie. It goes like this. on the road again. I just can't wait get on the road again. I find love is making music with my friends. I can't wait get on the road again. On the road again. Going places that I've never been. Saying things that I may never see again. I can't wait get on the road again. Sing it with me now. On the road again. Like a band of gypsies, we go down the highway. We're the best of friends. It's 16 in the world, running our way. Oh, our way. On the road again. I just can't wait get on the road again. I find love is making music with my friends. I can't wait get on the road again. No, no, I can't wait get on the road again. Hey! Willie!
Oh, there we go. Bill Chrastil just tearing it up. If it's not Elvis, it's Neil Diamond. If it's not Neil Diamond, it's Willie Nelson. I closed my eyes and I was like, how does that come out of a guy like that? Where did you learn how to do that?
You know, I'll tell you how, first night I did it was in Omaha, Nebraska. My band, Timber, we were playing at the Roaring Twenties. And I was watching a movie by Robert Redford, it was an Electric Cowboy.
Yeah.
And Willie Nelson sings that song, My Heroes Have Always Been Cowboys, and I was humming it all day. And I walked up to the mic and I said, hang on, guys. And so I went, I grew up a dreaming. And they all said, man, that's pretty good. So I got up to the microphone and I just started singing, and that's how Willie came back.
That's right out of the playbook.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh.
Right
He's got Willie Nelson. Now, coming up, you're going to hit on some songs and medley for the armed forces. One of the things you're going to do, some gospel. Have you done a lot of gospel through the years?
I start doing more and more. I do what I call patriotic gospel shows.
Right.
And so I start doing those, and that's really picking up for me as well. The new and I love gospel music. Just love it.
It reminds me, like we had another performer on this show, a band called the Prodigal Sons. They're out of Ponca, and they do a lot of country gospel. And one of their singers, right out of Southern Indiana, and your playlist reminded me. That set reminds me, and we got so many good comments on the
It's
gospel.
great stuff.
Yeah,
Great
you're
stuff.
tearing up the airwaves tonight on News Channel Nebraska. We love having you. Bill Chrastil is his name. Just want to let you know he's getting back on the stage. It's opening back up again. I'm trying to think of all the places you're going to be. Your next gig is?
I'm going to be August 22nd in Lincoln at the First Avenue. July 19th. Now they as far as I know, the fair is still happening in Jefferson County.
Oh, that's right,
Fairbury.
Fairbury.
Yeah, July 19th. It's still going to be going on.
We have a
so-
sister station down there. Been promoting that hard. Jefferson
Really?
County.
Great.
Yes.
Great. And my show's Sunday night. I do the closing concert for the series down there. So I did it last year, and we just had an absolute wonderful time. First booking I ever had was down there at a place called the 10th Inning Lounge.
Oh, in Fairbury?
Fairbury, Nebraska.
Tell you what, one of the most iconic downtowns in Nebraska with the courthouse on the square there. Oh yeah, it reminds me of Seward. A lot of Seward.
Yep,
yeah,
absolutely.
Only the closer to Kansas version. Also, he's going to be at the South Dakota State Fair, and they're still having a state fair.
September 3rd, yes.
Wow.
And
So-
the times are she's redoing the scheduling on that, so I don't know the exact times on that. And then for all my Waterloo, Iowa fans, I'll be over there August 29th, the Eagles Club.
Oh, very good. Let's put up, yeah, you can see right there. You can see his email or his website there.
Yes.
You can find out all about Bill. You can find out where he's going, his history, his background. You can even, I think there's a video or two of you on
There's a
there.
couple.
Yeah. So I tell you what, we're going to take a quick break. We've got more country gospel, patriotic, and the king of rock and roll. Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog. I know that's one of the favorites there. If you like Elvis, you're going to love this next hour right here on News Channel Nebraska's Quarantine Tonight, brought to you by the University of Nebraska Medical Center. And you know, today as the governor looks at reopening even more of the state, releasing more restrictions, one of the things he said he looks at is the data from places like the University of Nebraska Medical Center. Well, we celebrate the talents of Nebraskans like Bill every night on Quarantine Tonight. They at UNMC are busy not only caring for patients, teaching the next generation of medical students and doctors and nurses and physical therapists, but they're also in their public health college working to provide leaders like Governor Ricketts with the data he needs to make decisions like opening the state back up. So we're very thankful to have them as a proud sponsor here on News Channel Nebraska, and we will be right back. You know, I think we're either at or just above 60 shows for Quarantine Tonight here at News Channel Nebraska. 60 different acts. Some of them, I guess, have come back for a second time, but
That's amazing. That's
it is
great.
amazing. And of all those acts, probably one or two had a lot of 1950s music in there. And I see in this next set, you've got some. You start with some Roy Orbison and some others. And I think that's really appreciated by our audience. They have told us time and again, there's just not enough of it out there.
Great stuff.
It is great stuff. We appreciate you. And if I haven't said it already, I want to say this on behalf of a very appreciative audience. Thank you for coming and doing this,
Oh, it's my
and
pleasure.
for sharing your talents with us, and sharing your talents with our audience, who I know, I can speak for them, really appreciate something like this on TV instead of all the other junk that they get on all the other channels, right? That's what they
Right,
say to me all the time. And you can sing Elvis for as long as you want. We'll just blow the news out, and you'll be here tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. when the morning
we'll do
crew
it.
comes in. Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bill Chrastil. He's from Lincoln, grew up in Havelock, the son of a police officer. He's gone all over this state, all over South Dakota, been in the Country Music Hall of Fame there, and has performed and loved performing in Branson. What's that like to be in Branson for an entertainer?
It's awesome. I mean, it's work because it's a lot of entertainers there, so you're out promoting
Yeah.
the show a lot of times. But the people that are amazing. They're just it's a tight knit community, and it's really really nice. And before we go on, this year I just got inducted into the Nebraska Music Hall of Fame.
Oh,
So they were supposed to do the awards in August. Of course, they couldn't, so it'd be next May. So thank you again for that award for the Nebraska Music Hall of Fame. Thank you.
you've earned it. That's a lot of gigs to get into something like that.
It is.
All right, well, let's enjoy some more Bill Chrastil. You're watching News Channel Nebraska. This is Quarantine Tonight, brought to you by UNMC.
It is time to crank up this set. Gonna take you back. Roy Orbison. There we go. Pretty woman walking down the street. Pretty woman, the kind of like me. Pretty woman, I don't believe you must be true. No one can look as good as you. Ah, yeah. Mercy, pretty woman, won't you pardon me? Now, pretty woman, I couldn't help but see. Pretty woman, you look lovely as can be. 'Cause are you lonely just like me? All right. Pretty woman, look my way. Pretty woman, walk my way. Pretty woman, give your smile to me. Pretty woman, yeah, yeah, yeah. Pretty woman, look my way. Pretty woman, say you stay with me. 'Cause I need you, I'll treat you right. Come with me, baby, be mine tonight. Hey, pretty woman, don't walk on by. Pretty woman, don't make me cry. Pretty woman, don't walk away. Hey, here we go. Oh, So it must be okay. I guess I'll go on home and sleep. There'll be tomorrow night, but wait, what do I see? Is she walking back to me? Yeah, she walking back to me. Whoa, pretty woman. Yes, thank you. Now it's Buddy Holly time. If you knew Peggy Sue, then you know why I feel blue about Peggy. My Peggy Sue, but do well, I love you, girl. I need you, Peggy Sue. Well, I love you, Peggy Sue. Oh, how my heart yearns for you, oh Peggy. My Peggy Sue, but do well, I love you, girl. I need you, Peggy Sue. Okay, sing it with me at home. Here we go. Now, Peggy Sue. Pretty, 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 pretty Peggy Sue. Oh, Peggy. My Peggy Sue. Do well, I love you, girl. I need you, Peggy Sue. Oh, yes, I love you, girl, and I want you, Peggy Sue. Oh, well, I love you, girl, and I want you, Peggy Sue. Buddy Holly, thank you. Oh, I just got to include this song, Nancy Sinatra. You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess. Now you've been messing where you shouldn't have been messing, and now someone else is getting all your best. Sing it with me now. Now these boots are made for walking, that's just what they'll do. 'Cause one of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. You guys sounded so good at home, we're gonna do it again. You keep playing where you shouldn't have been playing. You keep thinking that you'll never get burnt. Ha! Now I just found me a brand new box of matches. What she knows you ain't had time to learn. Here we go. 'Cause these boots are made for walking, that's just what they'll do. 'Cause one of these days these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, boots? Start walking. Woo! Oh, what a great song. These boots are made for walking. Now this song here, we're going to get a little bit crazy on, so don't get too dizzy and fall down or nothing like that. I know you're at home clapping your hands. Help me out. Dizzy, well, I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning like the world will never ends. And it's you, girl, making a spin, making me dizzy. First time that I saw you, girl, I knew that I just had to make you mine. But it's so hard to talk to you and fellas hanging around you all the time. I want you for my sweet pet, but you keep playing hard to get, going through the changes in my mind. Dizzy, well, I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning like the whirlpool, it never ends. And it's you, girl, making it spin, making me dizzy, making it spin. Like the whirlpool, it never ends. And it's you, girl, making it spin, making me dizzy. Well, I'm so dizzy, making me dizzy. Tommy Rowe. Thank you. Well, this song here, I got to tell you a little bit of a story on it because this is the #1 song from 1969. Now, why is that important? Well, a couple of big rock star acts got beat out by this song, and that would be Elvis Presley. He had Suspicious Minds out, went to #1, but that wasn't the #1 song of 1969. Big rock group, the Rolling Stones, had a song out called Honky Tonk Woman, went to #1. Not the #1 song of the year. Nope, they got beat out by a little comic book strip called The Archies and a little song called Sugar. Sugar, I heard it. You were my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Oh, now, honey, yeah, sugar, sugar, you were my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Just can't believe this loveliness of loving you. I just can't believe it's true. Now when I kissed you, girl, I knew just what a kiss could be. Knew just what a kiss could be. Oh, sugar, I heard it. You were my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. Oh, now, honey, yeah, sugar, sugar, you are my candy girl, and you got me wanting you. The Archies, #1 song, 1969. What a fun song that is. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to do a song. It's an instrumental. It's called Pipeline. Now, I do something a little bit different. Halfway through the song, I'm going to put this guitar pick away and just use my thumb and my finger. And that's called a pop snap style of guitar playing. Pipeline by The Ventures goes like this. Oh, what a great song. All right, I got to get stretched out for this next part here. Hang on.
This is Bill Chrastil and his salute to Tom Jones.
It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. When I see you hanging about with anyone, it's not unusual to see me cry. Well, I wanna die. It's not unusual to go out at any time. When I see you out and about and set you crying, if you should ever find that you changed at any time, it's not unusual, it happens every day. No matter what you say, you'll find it happens all the time. Love will never do what you want to. Why can't this crazy love be more kind? I'm gonna start right over here. All right, here we go. All right, baby. Woo! Come on. Tom Jones. Oh, thank you so very much. Thank you. Well, I found this gospel song a couple years ago, and it's such a beautiful song, and it really has a true meaning to it called One Pair of Hands. One pair of hands on the mountains, one pair of hands from the sea, one pair of hands made the sun and the moon, every bird, every flower, every tree. One pair of hands from the valleys, the oceans, the rivers, and the sea. Those hands are strong, so when life goes wrong, put your faith into one pair of hands. One pair of hands healed the sick. One pair of hands raised the dead. One pair of hands calmed the raging storm, and thousands of people were fed. One pair of hands said, I love you, and those hands were nailed to a tree. Those hands are strong, so when life goes wrong, put your faith into one pair of hands. Those hands are strong, so when life goes wrong, put your faith into one pair of hands. Put your faith into one pair of hands. One pair of hands. What a pretty gospel song. Ladies and gentlemen, as we talked about before, my father was a police officer in Lincoln for 23 years. He also served in the United States Air Force. I'd like to pay tribute to all of our military, our veterans, our current soldiers out there serving this very night. And I'm going to do all 5 branches of the military. So when you hear that branch of the service that you were in, or if you're a family member of somebody in that branch of the service, I don't care where you're at. I want you to stand up and be proud. If you want to sing along, please do. Smile and say, thank God we live in America. Kicking off United States Army. Over hill, over dale, we will hit the dusty trail, and those caissons go rolling along. In and out, hear them shout, counter march right about, and those caissons go rolling along. For it's hark, hark, ye, and I filled artillery. Shout out your number loud and strong, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. For wherever you go, you will always know that those caissons go rolling along. The United States Navy. Anchors away, my boys, anchors away. Farewell to college joys, we sail the break of day, 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 day. Through our last night ashore, hail to the floor. Until we meet once more, here's wishing you a happy voyage home. The United States Coast Guard. We're always ready for the call. We place our trust in thee. Through howl and gale and shot and shell to win our victory. Semper Paratus is our guide. I pledge our motto too. Yeah, we're always ready to or die. Hey, Coast Guard, we fight for you. The United States Air Force. Up we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Atta boys, give 'em your guns. Down we dive, spouting our flame from under. Hop with wood, heck of a roar. We live in fame, go down in flame, boy. Nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force, the United States Marines. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we will fight our country's battles in the air, on the land and sea. First we fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title, the United States Marines, Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Air Force, the United States Marines. Thank you, veterans.
Well, when we say we'd like a patriotic tune, I think you outdid yourself on that one.
Thank you.
I've never heard everybody. I've heard the Armed Forces salute on this program, but nobody has sung all the different words to the songs.
Well, thank you.
That's pretty amazing. Hey, thank you so much for watching Quarantine tonight. This is Bill Chrastil. He is with us until 10 o'clock, so we still have another 30 minutes. And ladies and gentlemen, the king is coming. At what point in your career did you decide, hey, I'm starting to kind of embody Elvis here? I mean, this is real hair. It's not like it's a costume. This is the real deal.
Yeah. 16 years old, I started doing my first Elvis tribute.
Oh.
I remember that night, too, because it was horrid. It was
In Lincoln?
scary, and it was in Jansen, Nebraska.
Oh, what is it with Jansen?
I know.
the
I heard
hottest
Johnny talking
nightclub?
about last week, the Red Rooster.
Oh.
Red Rooster. And I got up on stage, and I couldn't move. I don't know what was wrong. And my dad came down the next day, and he says, I just got to talk to you a little bit here. He says, if you're planning on doing Elvis, you're going to have to move. Otherwise, don't do it. Don't do it.
The king has to speak to you.
Yeah. So my dad told me all that. And so through the years, I just started watching, I was watching the Elvis videos and coming out of my shell. And it just, like everything in music or life, things evolve.
Oh, yeah.
And you just hang on and go with the ride.
I know you do, yeah. Well, it's funny, sitting back behind the camera operators, I've been watching as my son, my niece, and Colby over here, I see a little hip shaking going on. I see a little arms waving back and forth, some stomping back. I haven't seen that yet, so you're inspiring these young people.
All right, they're having fun. We're having fun, aren't we?
I even thought I saw maybe my youngest, Blake, do a pelvic thrust, and I was like, whoa, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be seeing this tonight at home. This is great. Well, I tell you what, we've got more. The king of rock and roll is coming up next on Quarantine Tonight, brought to you by UNMC. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Quarantine Tonight. I'm your host, Mike Flood, and ladies and gentlemen, Bill Chrastil is here, and you can see the king has arrived. You will not find this on any other Nebraska television station tonight. I guarantee you. Bill, you look like $1 million. This is Elvis. Get ready to come out here.
This is it.
This is it. All right, so here's the deal. Bill is with us until 10 o'clock, so we have 20-plus more minutes of his show, and this is the part that I've been billing, that I've been advertising for the better part of a week. And I might have created a monster because I told all of our camera operators you're expected to be out here for one song. And so we'll see how that goes. My youngest, Blake, I think is going to take real well to the...
He's ready.
He is.
He is ready.
You should have seen him practicing outside. Like, I think I'm raising
out
a
there
little...
stretching.
Yeah, he's going to be a little monster someday. Colby is just terrified. He's not looking forward to this. I told him, how are you going to meet the ladies? He said, not interested right now. And then my niece Ava, she's ready to go, I think. We'll see how that is. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Quarantine Tonight. This is Bill Chrastil. This is the king of rock and roll, and you're watching News Channel Nebraska.
Once again, it's good to be here. Quarantine Tonight. Now, if you're at home, kind of loosen up. I got to make sure I'm all loosened up myself. We get everything loosened up, Blake. Here we go. Get my lip working. It's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get rid of dog. Okay, go, but don't you 7 my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. You can knock me down, step on my face, slander my name all over the place. Do anything, wanna do, I love blue shoes, hey, don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. It's 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get rid of dog. Okay, go, but don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. All right, here we go. It's a blue suede shoe to baby. Blue suede shoe to baby. Blue suede shoe to baby. Blue suede shoe. You can do anything but lay off those blue suede shoes. Oh yes. Woo! Well, from the great movie Blue Hawaii, this song. If you wish somebody you like at home, go ahead and grab their hand right now. Wise men say, only fools rush in. But I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be all sin if I can't help falling in love with like a river flows surely to the sea. And darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life, my life too. If I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't help falling in love with you. Yes. The great movie Blue Hawaii. Well, I'm going to do my favorite Elvis song and movie called Spin Out. Go Lions! Oh, where the motor's warm and she's purring sweet. Now, buddy, let me warn you, she's on a one-way street. She'll crowd you close and spin your wheels, then you're gonna know how it feels to spin out. Yeah, spin out. You better watch those curves and never let her steer. Now she can shake your nerves, boy, she can strip your gears. She'll get you hot, pounding fast, then she'll let you run out of gas. Now spin out, yeah, spin out. 1, 2, 3, 4. The road to love is full of danger signs. Too many guys who lost, who crossed those double lines. Don't you know she's out to prove she can really score? I never saw parts move, boy, like that before. To flag you down, that's a goal. Scoot before you lose control. Now spin out, yeah, spin out. Now everybody spin out, yeah. Oh, that was a fun movie and fun song. Now, we're going to go head back to 1956 for this song. The incredible thing about this song is that it was a #1 hit. What's incredible about that, Elvis? It was side B. Side A is usually the hit. He had 2 #1 gold records, 1 little 45. The first side was Hound Dog. The second side was this song right here. And this is the 1968 version of Don't Be Cruel. It goes like this. Help me out. You know I can't be found sitting home all alone. If you can't come around, at least please telephone. I hope it don't be cruel. To my heart that's true. Yeah, the baby, if I made you mad, something that I might have said, please forget the past, 'cause our future looks bright ahead. I hope it don't be cruel. To my heart that's true. Well, I don't know where to look. Baby, it's just you I'm in love. Well, let's walk up to the preacher and let's say I do. Within you know you have me, and I know that I'll have you. Now, honey, don't be cruel. To my heart that's true. Well, why should we be apart? I really love you, baby. Cross my heart. Honey, don't be cruel. To my heart that's true. Now, honey, don't be cruel. To my heart that's true. Well, I don't know it, love. Baby, it's just you are playing enough. what a great song that is. This song was written by Marty Robbins. Born in the heat of the desert, my mother died giving me life, deprived of the love of a father, blamed for the loss of his wife. You know, Lord, I've been in a prison for something that I've never done. It's been one hill after another. I've climbed them all one by one. And this time, Lord, you gave me a mountain. A mountain that I may never climb. It is a you gave me a mountain this time. Oh, my woman got tired of the heartaches, tired of the grief and the strife, oh Lord. So tired of working for nothing, just tired of being my wife. She took my one ray of sunshine. She took my pride and my joy. She took my reason for living. She took my small baby boy. And this time you gave me a mountain. A mountain never climb. It is a lonely and longest. You gave me a mountain this time. Come on. You gave me a mountain this time, a mountain this time. Whoa. Thank you. That's a great song. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I think we've got a couple of guests coming up on this song. Oh, yes. All right, we're going to spread out here. You guys got rule number 1, don't you? It's don't upstage Bill. Kidding. All right, here we go. You feel it? Loosened up. Oh, baby, let me be your loving teddy bear. Put a chain around my neck, lead me anywhere. Oh, let me be. Oh, let it be. Your teddy bear. Well, I don't want to be your tiger, 'cause tigers play too rough. I don't want to be your lion, the lions ain't the kind you love enough. Just wanna be your teddy bear. Well, let's put a chain around my neck, lead me anywhere. Oh, let me be. Oh, let it be. Your teddy bear. Oh, let me be. Oh, let him be your teddy bear. Big finish. Well, I just want to be your teddy bear. Oh, yes. Two were awesome. But the year's 1960. Elvis gets out of the army, releases this song right here. Well, you can shake an apple off an apple tree, shake a sugar, but you'll never shake me. Ha 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 ha. No siree, no. I'm gonna stick like glue, stick Yeah, because I'm stuck on you. Well, I'm gonna run my fingers through your long dark hair, squeeze you tighter than a grizzly bear. Ha 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 ha. Yes, sir, I'm gonna stick like glue, stick. Yeah, because I'm stuck on you. Hide in the kitchen, hide in the hall, ain't gonna do you no good at all. 'Cause once I catch you, the kissing starts. I tell my wild horses couldn't tear us apart. Try to take a tiger from your daddy's side. Ooh, that sound of love is gonna keep us tied. Ha 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 ha. Yes, sir, so on my lip, hang on. Yeah, well, I'm stuck on you. I'm gonna stick like glue. Yeah, because I'm stuck on you. I'm gonna stick like glue. Stick. Yeah, because I'm stuck on you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. We're going to change things up in this Elvis gospel time. So high, you can't get over. So wide, you can't get around. So low, you can't get under. Mighty land, return at the door. It is high, so high, you can't get over. It is wide. It's so low, mighty lamb, return at the door. I went down in the valley, you know I did ever stay. My soul got happy in the valley, you know I stayed right there all day. It is high, so high, it is wide. I know it's so low, mighty lamb, return at the door. Well, I'll bid of heaven, you know that I've been told. The streets are pearls, you know those mighty, mighty, mighty gates are gold. It is high, so high, it is wide. I know it's so low, mighty lamb, return at the door. One more time, so high, it is wide. I know it's so low, mighty lamb, return at the door. One of my prettiest songs Elvis did called Lead Me, Guide Me. Won't you lead me? I'm tired and I need thy strength and power to guide me over my darkest hour. Lord, just open my eyes that I may see, and lead me, oh Lord, won't you lead me? Lead me, guide me along the way. For if you lead me, I cannot stray. Lord, just open my eyes that I may see, and lead me, oh Lord, won't you lead me? I'm lost if you take your hand from me. I am blind with help the sight to see. Lord, just always let me thy servant and lead me, oh Lord, won't you lead me? Lead me, guide me along the way. For if you lead me, I cannot stray. Lord, just open my eyes that I may see, and lead me, oh Lord, won't you lead me? Lead me, oh Lord, won't you lead me? Thank you. Thank you so very much. Well, I got time for one more song. I want to thank Quarantine tonight for having me on. I had a great time, fantastic time. Hope you all had a good time at home. Stay safe, stay quarantined, don't touch anybody's hands, no hugging. I miss all that. I was talking to a friend of mine today. I said, you know, we're social people. We like to get out and mingle and have a great time. But anyway, I want to thank Quarantine tonight for having me. All the camera operators, thank you so very much. Chad, thank you for the great sound up here. It was awesome. So I'm going to leave you. And Mike, nice meeting you, and thank you again for having me, sir. 3 of the best love songs Elvis ever did. Now, these might be 3 of your favorite love songs, too. The first love song is called Heartbreak Hotel. The second love song is called Hound Dog. The third love song is called I'm All Shook Up. 3 of my favorite love songs by Elvis. I got to get tucked in for this first part. All right, we're ready. Well, since my baby left, found a new place to dwell down at the end of Lonely Street, and it's Heartbreak Hotel. Oh, baby, now I will not be so lonely, baby. Now, if you think this hurts, it does. I could die. Well, the bellhop stairs keep flowing, the desk is dressed in black. They've been so long on Lonely Street, they never going back. And oh, baby, I will be so lonely, baby. I'll be so lonely. I'll be so lonely, I could die. I just love song number 2. Help me out at home. Here we go. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, honey, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, honey, crying all the time. You ain't never caught a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, well, sleep but every door. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, honey, crying all the time. Hell, you ain't never got a rabbit, you ain't no friend of mine. Ooh. And did you know there's a little bit of Elvis and everybody? So if you're sitting at home, wherever you're at, we're going to all do this together. Shake your right hand just like that. Try that with me. Now we're going to shake our left hand like this. All right. Here comes the hard part. When you hear me sing I'm in love, you got to give me a great big. Woo! I'm in love. I'm all shook up. You get it? Yeah, yeah, yeah. With a buzz in my soul, what's wrong with me? Bitching like a man on a fuzzy drink. My friends say I'm acting wild as a bug. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, my hands are shaky and my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Now, who do you think of when you have such a luck? I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I play some last one. Serve on my Elvis leg. Hang on. There it goes. I love best. Heart beats so it scared of me to death, and she touched my head. Oh, what a chill I got. Her lips so like a volcano that's hot. I'm proud to say that she's my buttercup. I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm all shook up. Hope you all had a good time tonight. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Quarantine Tonight. It's time now for news on News Channel Nebraska.